So hello everyone, my name is Akash Kale from IIT Gandhinagar and I am here to present a review of a research paper for our journal club which is titled as Combining Satellite Imagery and Machine Learning to Predict Poverty. So, over a billion people are estimated to live in poverty around the world. It was earlier estimated that more than 1 billion people have income of less than $2 per day, which is quite a less amount. Therefore, poverty reduction is an principal goal in many of the countries. But most of the countries don't collect much data because the traditional method of conducting house surveys is expensive. Uh, this produces a large data gaps in conductance of surveys. In Africa, between 2000 and 2010, 39 of 59 countries conducted less than two surveys, and out of these 59 countries, 14 countries almost did not conduct any survey. Therefore, we need an alternative method to conduct these studies which is inexpensive and easily available. But can we use less conventional data sources to shed light on these development outcomes? The answer to this question is given by satellite imagery. So the basis of this research is to use high resolution satellite imagery with powerful machine learning algorithm. It goes quite hand in hand used in this research. Now, in this, a convolutional neural network CNN model is developed based on machine learning to extract the socio-economic data from five countries like Rwanda, Nigeria, Tanzania, Uganda, and Malawi, whose georeferenced data is already available for validation purpose. These type of standard machine learning approaches work well only when they have lots of data. The inputs for this model, known as training data, are used as satellite images, and the output we get is the poverty levels of these countries. But as we have a less amount of data available with us, we can't train a very complex model. So that is the drawback. That's why to achieve this desired goal, we need to use transfer learning. That is to learn from easier tasks for which we have more training data and apply in other tasks. So this is a very good example of two living legends of Indian cricket team. As you all know, to practice they use nets where they can try experimenting different kinds of shots at different bowling attacks so they can actually apply it in the field when they go out to bat. This is a very simple example to explain how transfer learning works. It uses knowledge from one task to solve another task of similar kind. But as we don't have enough amount of data, we need to use a proxy element which can be trained in deep learning. Hence, they have chosen night lights as a proxy because night lights are available everywhere. It acts as a good proxy indicator for economic development, and brighter at night time, the more developed is the city or a place which is considered. But how do we actually learn to identify these useful features? So, the CNN model is trained to extract the features out of the satellite images because the features which are helpful to predict nighttime light intensity are also helpful to predict poverty. So these are the basic features which were extracted from the satellite images and then were imposed along with nighttime light intensities images of the same location. Uh, the basic features are like urban settlements, non-urban areas, water bodies, roads, etc. They used the satellite images and overlaid it with a image of same location at during night time. So as a result, based on this, correlation was established between nightlight intensity and per capita consumption of each of these locations. The black lines in this graph are the fit to data, and the light blue area corresponds to 95% of confidence intervals. A regression was also carried out on the consumption values of each of these countries based on DHS surveys, that is demographic health surveys. On x-axis we can see there's a predicted consumption from the model which was designed, and on y-axis there is consumption based on DHS surveys. So this paper shows that we can use existing high resolution satellite imagery to predict spatial distribution of economic well-being, and also the model which they have used perform well enough to predict the result in spite of very less data available. So this was the conclusion we derived from this paper, and hope you liked it. Thank you.